Well, hi there. My name is Min and this is my knitting journal where I talk mostly about my knitting but also other crafts as well sometimes. I live in Helsinki with my two cats. This is where we live. We are not from here originally. I am from Lapland. Cats are from the middle parts of Finland. Welcome. I have lots of finished objects and let's talk about them. Today that I'm recording this, it is I think 19th of September. It is autumn, maybe plus 15 or maybe even plus 18. It's actually quite warm, quite windy also, maybe a little rainy. Well, it's warmer than usual. Yeah, so, and I'm having my energy drink because, of course, I was supposed to see my friend today, and I texted her like, hey, where and when we are going to meet. Then she texted back that, yeah, on the next week, ? I had mixed up the dates, so suddenly I got time or night off, so I thought, okay, now it's time. I'm going to record. And here we are. Good for me. Yes, I try to go in some kind of chronological order. I try to remember what I was making back in February and then go from there. So, at least I was making these socks. The pattern is mine, or yeah, and I don't know, maybe writing a pattern. I don't know, do you have any thoughts? And yes, there is still a ton of stitch markers so that I can, or it makes it easier to look back if I am to write a pattern. And they are not actually a pair, however they are different together. I kind of like this print-like background, and the other one is more they are different, same but different. I cannot remember the yarn. Zauberball something, Orangery maybe. I'll write that. If it's not on the screen, it will be on the description box down below. And the black yarn is, I think, oh god, it is some really basic sock yarn, and I'm pretty sure it's 75% wool and 25% nylon. That will be there too. Yes, so, and if I'm not completely wrong, I think I have another pair of with this same pattern, because I made it with gray yarn. Yeah, they are there, and I've even used them already. Since everything seems to be in a pause, there is no pattern, at least not yet. But yeah, and there is a little detail or thingy in the back. There is like a ribbing going on to make it fit maybe a bit more tight. And there's so much cat hair. Yeah, that's that. And I did something very similar. Okay, and it's not I have not bited this off yet. Okay, let's see. Let's start with this one. It is a unicorn, and it's otherwise like same with a different picture or motif. Also, this is also some Zauberball yarn. I cannot remember the names, so they will be there. And the other sock looks like this. There is no unicorn, and yeah, I kind of thought it could be funny if it's like that. However, I am not sure yet, but I don't know. I don't care if things match or not. So yeah. Otherwise, yeah, really similar, and someone should find these off. Yeah, there is also a possibility to write a pattern, and my thinking with these were something like how to highlight those beautiful hand-dyed yarns. Actually, I'm not sure if Choppel wool is hand-dyed, and this change of color comes more from the way it's spun, not the dyeing. But anyway, like this, you do not have to use that much of that precious hand-dyed yarn, and it kind of highlights that, and the rest of the project can be something else. And I think it kind of works. Yes, that's that. Then summer came. Oh wait, I knit a lot with Zauberball. So wait, okay, this is difficult. You can tell that I have not been recording in a while. Anyway, this was in the making at the beginning of the year. It is also Choppel wool yarn. I remember that the red yarn, there's two yarns, some kind of silk mohair and then Zauberball something, and I think the Zauberball yarn was Tante Emma. And I remember I was struggling how to knit the sleeves. Is it going to be looking weird if the striping is different? And now that I look at it, I think I've knitted like random amount of stripes from two skeins. Like I've alternated two skeins with the irregular pace, and yeah, it's like they said that you should store your knits not in a hanger but like flat or so. I stored these in like a drawer, and yeah, well, they don't stretch in a drawer, but they get wrinkly. So I would like to know how to store knits so that they don't get wrinkly and that they do not stretch. Yeah, and the pattern with this one is Flax by tincanknits. It is free pattern in Ravelry, and I've made few of these. Actually, 2 more flaxes is to come in this video. But yeah, I really like it. It's really warm though, so yes, has been too warm for last few months. But we are getting closer to the times when it's perfect. Yeah, so then suddenly it just happened, and I had booked like tickets to 4 festivals, 3 in Finland and 1 in Sweden, and one of those was like I'm not sure how to say it, but kind of like tent festival, where it is like in the middle of forest. There is no hotels or anything, so you have to, well, basically stay on a tent or your car, or yeah, and it might be cold. It is Nummirock. It is a heavy metal festival in Finland. Really, yeah, it has its reputation. It's good place to be if that's anything even slightly appealing, like heavy music and being in the middle of the forest. Anyway, I hadn't been there before, but I really liked it. It was great. And before going there, I thought I'm going to need more knits because I don't have that many. Haha. So I casted on another flax with another Zauberball yarn, and that is that. I think this is 100% merino wool. There is I think there is two skeins, so it weighs about 200 grams. But I think I used for the hem or for the sleeves something else. Like it wasn't quite enough, but almost. Also, I did mess up something with the with this part, so I think I've been making increases. Like somehow I messed up, and I was too lazy to go back. So hey ho. And yes, so it's really lightweight, but also really warm, and yeah, it served well. Also, I have noticed that since it's 100% merino wool, and this is quite loosely knit, I can't remember, I think I used number 4 or 5 millimeter needles, so quite big needles. So it there is some pilling. This has not been used that much, but it's pilling already. But I have to say, this sweater has been in bottom of a purse or what have you, and it's got maybe a bit more friction than most of my sweaters maybe. So yeah, however, the thin yarn, loosely knitted fabric, and extra fraction, it then pills. Also, I lent this sweater in Nummirock to my friend because she, before we went there, she said, no, we don't need any knits, it's not going to be that cold. And it got quite cold at night, and I had my knits. I had this and some other knits, so I gave this to her, and she was really happy to wear this. Yeah, made me feel really happy that it feels good to see your knits in use and in appreciative hands. Yeah. Also, I have to say, well, it is loosely knit, like I said, and it you can also see that this is, I don't know, maybe I could black it, although this is now washed and blacked. However, it kind of seems like wrinkly and stretch and so on. However, this piece is more meant to be something to like kind of like a layering piece that you could wear under. So maybe it's not that big of a deal. Well, I think it looks little I don't know. I'll put a word here if I can think of something. In Finnish, I think it's a bit ryhditön. Like it has a bad posture. Is that the word? Anyway, but it's warm and soft and lovely. And yeah, I think this is third flax I've knitted, I think. Then I wanted some summer knits, so and festival knits. So I made a skirt. This is bamboo cotton, and maybe what's it called? Pelva. Okay, bamboo cotton and something, but I'm not. And the pattern is from like it's invented as I went on. Yeah. And yeah, then I made a matching top. I'm not sure, I was probably feeling really bold when making this or inventing this, but it's basically just a piece of fabric and then strings on the back. I don't know if you can get the idea how you're supposed to wear it, but yeah, but it matches the skirt. But I like something like this. I wore this like shirt or top, but I don't think I wore this skirt once, which is a little bit sad. I should have, because I think this is really neat outfit, even though I think it's kind of ballsy. Is that a bad word? It takes some confidence to wear this, and I guess I lacked some. Anyway, it feels really nice. It's also lightweight. It's not warm or anything like that. It's a really nice summer piece that I should have worn. What was I thinking? Yeah. Anyway, for the next summer. Yeah, then I'm going to have to check the pattern, because this is loosely, or well, okay, a little bit loosely based on one drops pattern. I will write it here if I can find what it was, but it is a top. This is extremely difficult to try to show these stringy, wrinkly things. Okay. I'm trying. Yeah, so like so, and the back looks like this, and there is strings to like the strings start from here and then go through these loops, and then yeah. And this is, I think this is 100% cotton yarn, and this I wore and I really like it. I think it looks like candy. It's really cute with like shorts or something. Yeah, and I think I used about 2 skeins of this yarn. I think it was in 50 gram skeins, so it's also really lightweight and really summery. Makes me kind of sad that summer is going. But anyway, yeah, that's that. Also, I'm just what's with my nose? Really quickly, I also, this yarn I have here, and this is, I think, linen. That's pelloa. Yeah, 100% linen, 50 grams, 165 meters. And I did or tried to do another top with the same idea, or a little bit with the same idea than with the earlier one, but I don't like how this turned out. It's I don't like this. It's oh no. It's I don't know. It's a no-go. I mean, I still can see my vision here, but it looks really, once again, ryhditön or lumpy, or I don't know. It is crocheted, like also this was crocheted, which I didn't mention, but yeah, I am going to unravel this. I am not going to wear it. At least I am going to unravel it to take this part away. I think I'm going to take it all away because it's not good. It's not good. Yeah, just showing that this is something I made, but it's not working. Ah, it's so hot in here. I'm going to miss this when the winter comes, because this lovely apartment of mine, or it's not, I don't own this, but where I live, it's extremely hot during summer, like 5 months of the year, and then 7 months of the year, or another 5 months of the year, it's like really cold. And then there is 1 month at autumn time and 1 month at springtime when it's quite okay. And we are still in those summer months, well, at least how I felt inside my apartment. So it's hot. It's hot. I don't want to complain. I kind of like summer, and I'm going to miss summer. Anyway, I like all seasons. Okay, let's continue. When I had made these socks, I kind of obsessed with this simple pattern, and I wanted to continue knitting something like this. So I decided to start another flax, and yeah, it would be really warm sweater, but I don't care, so I knitted this. And the yarns here are this blue, brown and yellow are Finnish dyer Ilun Handu. I think it's called Ilun sinkku. It is, I think, 100 grams and 300 meters, 100% wool. And the gray yarn is Finnish Pirtin Kehräämö, some dark gray Karstavilla, which is also 100% wool. And yeah, the pattern is flax. And in sleeves here, and in the hem there is, I think this is same yarn that I've used here. And oh, okay, I don't remember what I've done. And it's like double layered from this cuff part, like ribbing from the other side, and no rib on the other side. And I did a little I'm not sure how do you call that, some kind of little bit decorative thing, so that the knitting will like fold a little bit nicer, so that it doesn't look so so bulky maybe. And yeah, this I knitted at the end of the summer and maybe beginning of the autumn, if we are in autumn already. I'm not sure what to think of my color choices or this look in general, but it is warm, so I'm going to go with it. However, I think it would have been prettier had I had enough this blue yarn. If it would be the whole sweater with this blue and gray, I don't know, but yeah, I didn't have that much that color, and I try not to buy more yarn because I have plenty. I think I just needed something to knit. Oh, now I remember, I also made one pair of socks, or one more pair of socks. It's okay, really basic socks. If I remember, I'm going to get them in the end. But I just wanted to knit something, and I had this, I think it's Ice Yarn's Vivid Wool, and it's some kind of mixture of wool, polyamide or viscoses, and some acrylic. So not the favorite yarn, but really well, lively colors. And I thought that I could make some kind of jacket, but then I thought maybe I don't have enough yarn, so I knitted. It is kind of like blanket, but with armholes. So I'll show you. So it is okay, it's garter stitch, and it is a little bit like, I don't know, it's a bit more green, purple, blue from the sides, and at the back there is, oh well, more colors. And yeah, so you are to wear it like, oh, I'm going to be so hot. Well, you would put blanket on you like so. Oh, the microphone. Now I have these armholes, so it's I don't know what you call this. It is a blanket slash cardigan without sleeves. And okay, I try to show you. And it's really warm. I think there is 1.5 kilos of yarn, and yeah, it's really nice and cozy and warm. I have to take it off. But yeah, that's something I made. I think this is the, yeah, this is the last or the most recent thing that got done knitting wise. Also, I have also one work in progress. Well, if you don't count these because they only need a binding off, I have one work in progress. It is a dish rag, how do you call it, knitted with cotton that I don't remember anymore the brand or anything, but I believe it is 100% cotton, and it's not going to be enough, so I'm going to continue with this yarn. And this is, I have it here, it is Sanne's Garn Mandarina Petite 100% cotton, 15 grams, 180 meters. And this is going to be a dish rag also. Actually, I think it was this yarn that I made this shirt with. Not the same color, but same brand. Yeah, I should feed my cats. Yo. I'll finish this and then I'm going to feed them. Then one last thing, I've also been spinning, and I saw someone online make yarn or new yarn to spin, or no, Rolex to spin. Okay, it's difficult. Making Rolex of a scrap yarns, and I wanted to try that, and here's the result. So basically you put the smallest scraps to a, what's it called, like mixing board, and make Rolex of it, and then you spin it, and this is the first one. It's really lumpy and weird, but I think it's kind of magnificent. I really like this. The second ones are a little bit more even. So, yeah. And these are the last three. And I had really dark scraps, and I also used kind of like leftover wool that sometimes you get from spinning, that is not maybe easily not recyclable, but anyway, I had stored a bunch of weird little nuggets of wool to try to make like felted little balls to for decoration or in general I don't know, some sort of crafting. I have not tried that yet, and I used all my wool scraps, also yarn and the actual wool, to these. But there will be new scraps. I'm not worried at all. And yes, I'm also spinning, but mostly I try to spin to get better at it and not to forget my skills. So I am mixing. It is Corriedale wool, 100% wool. It's really nice to spin with. The color is not, I mean, it's great. And I'm making 2-ply yarn. I spin one ply with just this, and the other ply I mix this and this. This is 80% New Zealand wool and 20% silk, and I am mixing these two together in a blending board, and then the other ply will be a bit like a bit greenish blue or bluish green or so, but all in all quite subtle color. Maybe, okay, let's see, I'll show it. There is, I've plied together like one is it bobbin? Where are my words today? This is what I got so far. So it's basically gray yarn, I think. I don't know, and I'm still open. I might make third ply and make this 3 ply. I think that's possible, that you can take 2 ply and 1 ply and ply those together. Yeah, but mostly the idea here is to just practice spinning. And since I don't have strong feelings for this wool, so it's good practicing piece. Also, they say that Corriedale wool is really good for spinning, and it is really nice to spin actually. It's really I don't know, somehow smooth to work with. And yeah, this is something I like a lot, but I don't have much of this. This is all I have left. So yeah, I'll just keep mixing and we'll see what happens with this yarn. And yeah, I think I've got a little bit better. You can still see that there is variation in thickness and so, but all in all it's quite even. And yeah, I don't mind the little lumpiness. Also, when knitting, you can easily cut off if there is something that you want to leave out. Even though it might be wise thing to do that, you just try to spin your yarn to as smooth that you wouldn't have to pick out lumps when knitting. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Anyway, it's been really nice to spin for a while also. Yeah, I think that's that. I'm not sure how long I've been talking, but it feels like a long time. Yeah, I am going to try record more often. And yeah, I don't know, any thoughts what you are knitting? Should I write patterns for the fox socks or the unicorns? Let me know. I think that's everything for now, and I talk to you soon. Yeah, be safe and happy knitting.